Now go.
Number one.
Number one reason to have Keaton for an intern.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Melanie gets to go home and all her payments and credit cards and everything have already been entered into my music stack. It's all done.
Okay, that's not even cool. Raise your hand if you want a Keaton.
Hello.
Okay. Go ahead,
She's
clone
available
yourself.
Wednesdays and Fridays if anyone would like an intern. I'm just saying.
I dubbed her for Thursday.
Friday?
Okay, so really quickly, one thing I want to remind you all to do. People, I don't know about you guys, but people are calling and emailing today.
Oh, yeah.
Big time, all right? So before you leave to teach your class, you're going to change your voicemail. Hi, this is Nancy with Up With Kids. I've already left for my class, but if you'd like to come join the West Jordan class, come on down today at 4 o'clock, preschool through. Change your message each day you teach to let them know it's not too late. It's not too late. Please remember to change your message and then change it back. Make sense? Really important, because they're not going to come unless they can get a hold of you. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't answer my phone during class. So when they call at 5 o'clock to see if the 6 o'clock class has openings, you're going to miss that call and you're going to miss that new student. So make sure you change your voicemail to say, come on down and try the class.
This is kind of weird, but if a lot of people don't leave voicemails anymore, if I miss a call, I send them a quick text message. Hey, this is Miss Melody. I missed your call. Can I answer a question? Because a lot of people don't leave voicemails.
That's okay.
So if they don't like it, oh well.
I just write down things as the lesson goes on, just to point out some things, especially for my new girls. I don't have a darling little bell like that. Every one of you has a train whistle. All my new girls, there's a train whistle in these boxes I'm giving you today. Okay? Did you bring one for Lori Baca?
No, because she didn't let me know she needed one.
Yes,
I brought
she
one.
did. She emailed, said, please give me a train whistle. That's okay.
I don't remember getting that.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, that's okay. So you can use anything.
Two
You can
glasses
use,
for the turn and one big glass for the meetup.
you could do that. You could bring
There is
two sticks together.
There is a little jingle bell in new vocal method stuff I gave you a month ago.
I want a pretty mirror. Where do you get your pretty mirror?
Amazon.
Those were on
Wow,
Amazon.
you need to tell us a month and
It wasn't cheap.
They have regular mirrs
At the
like
dollar
that at the
store.
dollar store.
like, guess what?
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
The what?
Bedazzle it.
Bedazzle it. Okay, you crafty girls.
At the dollar store too. So we want to keep something. That's what that's called.
So remember, you can use anything in your kitchen to incorporate something that they use in the class. Why did Melody take role in the upbeats in upper class? Because she needs to know who actually showed up. There's going to be kids showing up to your class that might not sign up. You want to know that they were there so you can call and say, just wanted to make sure I should save a spot for Johnny. Did he enjoy the class? Or like, you don't want to call someone and say, it's not too late. Well, he was there. Do you know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to know who was there.
There
And call the
was,
ones who didn't come.
yeah, there was a girl whose dad picked her up and didn't know what paperwork the mom had already done. And so they took the paperwork and are bringing it back next week. She's signing up, but you don't know because I.
You do know, because I emailed you about it.
Oh,
that
that
was the
one.
mom that
Okay.
insists on coming here. So anyway, do take roll, you guys. It's really, really important. How do you make the lesson longer if you have 3 kids in your class?
Like Taylor's.
You guys,
It's in the,
the lesson
There's
is,
how many
there's a
times
lot of extra stuff on the lesson. A lot of extra stuff. If you read it, you will be fine doing it. Okay? So on her board, she has the drawings of what,
Concept art.
you know, Beauty and the Beast looked like in the beginning, then they created, you could read Shauna's beautiful lesson. It will give you a way to enhance that, okay? You can turn on, you can learn, you guys, you can learn Tony Chestnut.
That
Okay.
should still be on YouTube from last year, if you just search my
Okay.
channel.
If you do it 3 times at home, you'll have it, and you can do it at your class to lengthen your class. You can have two kids at a time do the karaoke party and do the whole song. I mean,
You can give
You
them
can
2
do it.
turns, acting out the.
okay, really, really quick, what I'd like to do, please, for the new teachers, is I'd like to play Zoom, because that is on the lesson, and some of us don't know how to play Zoom, so let's play Zoom. Ready? Is this recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Zoom, 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 zoom,
Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. It's
Oh,
back to you.
zoom. Zoom.
zoom, zoom, zoom,
Zoom. Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
zoom, 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 zoom.
Zoom!
Or if you want it to be named Zoom, you have to say the name. Keaton Zoom,
Oh, Melody Zoom. Angela Zoom.
Zam zoom,
Zam zoom?
zam zoom, zam zoom.
Jessica Zoom.
Alice. Allison Zoom. Joanna Zoom.
It's not like, Lacey Zoom.
So how do they know the kids' names first?
You don't. Name tag.
Nancy Zoom.
They don't know.
Really,
And
really?
they get back to me and I go, that was so slow. We can do it faster than that. Nancy Zoom.
Alicia Zoom!
Shani Zoom.
Lori Zoom. Lacey Zoom.
Ken.
Alice Zoom.
Jessica Zoom.
Okay, everyone stand up and do Tony Chestnut. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Tony and his sister Eileen, and Eileen loves Neil, and Neil loves Pat, but Pat still loves Bob. And there's Russell and Skip. This song is silly, but it's hip. How it ends, just one man knows. And guess what? What? It's Tony Chestnut.
And guess what? If you're not perfect at it, you put it on the CD and then you go, and then they're funny and then it doesn't matter. So don't stress about it.
So everyone has that on their vocal method CD. New girls, there's a vocal method.
No, that one's not on there.
But you emailed us all the lesson.
But I emailed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in your big bucket though, there is a CD with lots of warm-ups that you're gonna get. Okay, really quick. Thank you, ladies. That was great.
Do you want to see landlord? Is the rent for the older classes?
Please.
Yeah, there's,
I
Will you
almost
put
wanted
the
to do
camera
something
on?
else instead of the train game for the older class, but I couldn't think of
Okay,
anything
we're
on
gonna
this
talk
one,
about
so
that.
I would love, I don't know what it is.
my landlord. I don't know the song. That's what goes from this.
Okay.
Like what? That's all you do all the way through the song.
You have the song somewhere?
Just make it up.
We used to do that.
You're a singer.
In the olden days, we used to play it on recess.
Right? For a long, long
Yep.
spell.
Not you, Alba, you were
Open the
Columbia.
window. Thought that
So you better know that if you're gonna do it.
Ooh, ooh, baby.
What if you didn't grow up?
Ooh, said, ooh, baby, ooh, me, if you want it. La with me.
There you go, Joanna.
Okay, so those of you that are trying to make your class longer, I think you know how to do that really, really quickly. Will someone, I'll be happy to demonstrate the warm-up that Ms. Shauna wrote. which is fine. Now, Melody can do a lesson without looking at a piece of paper. I have my little thing the first day I teach by me with it laid out,
I
okay?
love the way she added the beast into it though.
So it's just amazing that she has that. Some of us don't have that memory. So the part that says there's a big,
St. Bernard.
St. Bernard, that's warming up their little voice. Roof, 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 roof. And do it 10 times with their fingers. And then she walks by and she sees a little tiny chihuahua. And we're gonna warm up our high voices. Ready? Arf, 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 arf. So that's another thing that you can add to the warm-up, okay? So any other questions on that warm-up that Miss Melody didn't do that you could add to make your thing? And I'm not crumbing on you, I'm just saying
It's fine.
I want the girls that have real small classes not to freak out. Okay.
She totally skipped the whole enrichment page.
I would have done that if I would have had time.
It was fine.
I liked it.
I'm just saying it's there if you need it for the time.
Everyone should
And
have
I
the
would
storybook they can
love
read.
to go around the circle and have them tell me what was beautiful about
Yeah.
them, and then we hand their bracelets.
Yeah.
And I fully plan on reading the book, because I only have a couple kids in my swings, and that'll take up lots of
Beautiful.
time.
Literature is a wonderful thing to add.
And I liked all the things I found out about mirrors and fairy tales too.
So I always like to go home after I see the first class and read the lesson again, and I'm like, oh, that's where that would fit in, that's where that, and all the facts that I can add in really, really help me. Okay, really, really quickly, I want everyone to know that they have the clapboard that you can bring for, you want the kids sitting to be involved, so that's why the clapboard is so much fun. Lights, camera, action. So that's why that little clapboard is really fun, and they're in your boxes, new
But
girls,
clap
okay?
it gently because they're cheap and
Mine's broken.
get broken easily.
I've super glued mine.
Really quickly, Melody's upper class was really good with the training, okay? She has a good mix of kids that are too cool for school and kids that are 5th grade. Okay, when you have 8th and 9th and 10th graders, it's kind of tricky. And they had a ball. And I've always had a ball on the first day, but you have to kind of lead the too cool for school kids, saying, all right, I know you guys are mature, you're in junior high, you're really hip and everything, but it's okay to be goofy in this class because we're all kids, we're gonna have fun. It's okay to pretend like you're in kindergarten today. Here we go, and let them get into it and not be all, and they got into it. It was awesome. So, of course, she didn't do it a long time because then they would have, lost their interest. So you have to kind of judge that, but I think that is still a very, very fine activity to do for upper class. Stephanie, when you have 8th and 9th and 10th graders,
Do you tweak it? What do you do?
I mean, I just wrote down, I'm gonna make sure they know about teamwork and make it more of a challenge, because attaching is if they're gonna put on a show together, they've gotta be able to communicate. So I'll just throw in that angle so that it becomes a little bit more challenging, and thinking about maybe having them stand up. The older
okay,
class.
there's another thing that you can also add is that to be a good singer, you have to have good rhythm. And so you can put that into the why we're doing this. Okay, let's show me what great rhythm you have. The whole reason for doing it is introducing our awesome songs, but you want to tell them why. So, all right,
They
you
can
guys.
be fast, and they can just get over it.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
fine. If you think it's fun, they're gonna think it's fun. That's what I think. I mean, if we try to make it be like, okay, if we think it's cool, they're gonna think it's cool, and I don't know.
Don't hold your whistle. Don't cover the whistle part of your whistle. Then it doesn't.
We
You're
did
like-
those. We did those.
But you're the cute, like you did it perfect. You're the cutest, so they didn't want to let you down. They were gonna do it because you asked them to, and because you're great. So they're gonna.
We're gonna have fun. We're gonna, it's just a quick thing, and everything was quick and fun. So I think it was great. Really, really, really good. What do you guys do if you don't have a microphone? Because I think the karaoke party was a hit. I think her telling everyone we're gonna have a karaoke party was a definite
Bring
hit.
wooden spoons.
Even just getting a small group up. Okay, you guys are my singers. I think would be good.
I mean, I was pleased to see how many kids knew those 3 songs. And it's my my being out of it that I didn't know what those songs were from. So, but the kids knew them, even the little kids. So I just think getting a group of kids, would you like to make a new friend? Get 3 more friends. And that's one thing that you always want to throw out. Johnny needs a new friend. Come up with him, be his friend today, and come up and sing. And you don't really need a microphone if you don't have one. If you do have one and you have a mic stand, it adds a lot. Is there anyone that doesn't have a mic stand at all?
Oh, I have like 6 that are just sitting in my garage collecting
Are
dust.
they bases or tripods?
They're bases. That's why I don't use
want
them.
a base.
Okay.
Okay,
I have a bunch.
Shandy?
I'll trade you.
Okay, you don't have, do you have anything to play a microphone? Plug in a microphone too. Okay, so a mic stand won't do you much good now, but I might have a machine for you. You had something, Sam, you have my old one,
I have a microphone and a microphone stand.
That
and my
works.
microphone,
Yes.
That works.
and then you have your own system.
Yeah, I have to make sure it works.
Did you get the one that I gave to
Jake?
Elisa? Alyssa?
The system?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I tried to hook up my iPod to it and it didn't work, so I have to test the microphone.
it's too old. It doesn't do
Well,
it.
I meant
But it might work.
the
Microphones.
cords.
Okay.
Melody, what were you
Yeah,
using?
it doesn't hook
What was
up
your
to
phone
it.
attached to? Oh, just
Well,
a
machine.
It's an
No, I know,
auxiliary
but,
in
like,
cord,
the
and then it
cord,
goes to like
the
2
auxiliary
cords that
cord,
plug
yeah.
into my machine.
It does?
Like yours, like you used to do.
But I was using
have
my
that.
stereo, not my karaoke machine in my music.
But your stereo
So,
doesn't have
I
any
need a test
mic.
thing. If
It
not, I
does.
have a guitar amp that my husband
Why'd
had,
you
and I
make
figure that'll work for a day.
Perfect. So you have my mic and then,
So why'd you
but
bring
you
a
do you have a
karaoke machine
stand?
to
Microphone.
Yeah, I have
Your
your mic
other
and a
machine
stand.
doesn't do
Well,
microphone.
not 3 of them. No, my other machine doesn't do microphone. My Bose doesn't do microphone.
What are you saying it's called, the cord?
AUX.
It's an
auxiliary.
aux cord.
Yeah. Oh, it's AUX. I thought you were saying something.
So just an aux cord.
But it
Yeah,
didn't.
don't,
But it has a 2.
don't buy anything
It
yet.
would.
Where does it plug in at?
There's an AUX in. There's an auxiliary in on it.
Is it in the back?
It's in the front. Just a single.
Does anyone else
Single
not
to the
have
phone,
a way to
single to
play
the-
mics?
Everyone else has a way to plug in a microphone and has a mic stand? Yes? Well, that's.
I
If you
think
don't
the
have a
karaoke
mic stand, you
party's
can pass it
important.
around. If
Say it again?
I think the karaoke party is important because it shows to the parents. This is how I always felt about it. Like the parents get out of class thinking, "Oh my gosh, my kid stood up there and sang on their very first day. Like this is going to be great for them, even the shy ones."
So whether you have a mic or not, I think it's fine. Fine. But will you email me and I'll remind me to bring what I have to share? Okay. We have a lot of stuff to pass out, but first of all, I just want to thank everyone for all the help that we've had. Stephanie picked up the CDs and separated them for us. Thank you. Everyone's just been awesome. I don't have any more notes on the lesson. I just have a lot of stuff to hand out to everybody, so no one leave. Questions?
So if you don't have a key, do you end your class like a little bit early so you can talk to the parents? Like how much time do you need for that?
Depends on how many there are, you know, if it's a small class, you might just stand
5.
5 minutes early and go 5 minutes into the next class.
A lot of times they just make a line and you just stand there and take their money and give them a CD. Take their money, give them a CD.
But you don't want to end too early, especially in the young class, because
Yeah.
there's nowhere for them to go.
If you know anybody, like if you have anybody that can just come and be your assistant the first day, it's nice to have somebody there the first day. But you can do it if they're,
I've done it on my own.
I have to.
It's okay.
It's
I've
not,
done it a million times on my own.
they really do.
I have
I'm
the
doing it on my
I've
own.
always
CDs.
been.
No. I have the CDs up at my table,
Yeah.
and they have to turn in their papers to me. The only thing I have away from everybody, and take note, Shendy, is I put the name tags they can do, the paperwork I'll leave out, but they don't turn the money into anyone except me at that table after class is over.
Okay.
And you don't leave the CDs where they can grab them. You keep them by you and you trade them.
I didn't do a good job of like really signing up today. I tried, but
No,
The
because you didn't
upbeats-
want them all to
No,
sign
yeah,
up.
the
You had
updates was
50.
perfect. what you said.
There were a
You
lot
had
that
47
There's a lot
upbeats.
that didn't show up. Like at least 10 that didn't even come.
Sam, when I don't have, like, this is awesome when I don't have somebody, but I also just leave the registration question out right next to it.
Yeah.
And I usually,
Stick it on the wall.
Up on a
Both
page
of them
up.
on the wall,
Yeah.
side by side.
yeah, or maybe just a couple on the table so parents are, that's usually answers most of their questions.
Awesome.
So you guys all know what she had at the table, right? She had name tags. Can you see how valuable name tags are the first day? Very valuable.
How fun would it be to play Zoom if they took their name tag and put it on their head?
Did you see my
Oh,
I like that. And they don't
forehead.
stick again. That's the problem. They
That's
don't
What if
stick.
you did that
a
at the
great
end of the
idea.
class?
You play it at the end of class,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That's really fun. Okay, so everyone knows what they need for the first day. Does anyone have any other questions about this first week?
Not necessarily, it's just,
Comment.
do we have more of the larger bracelet sizes?
The jumbo ones?
Yeah.
I gave them all out. I
Okay.
gave everybody 5, except I gave Stephanie and Nancy 10.
Okay.
But, no,
But those are gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't. So my Haley, who's my teenage assistant, she's pretty big. She wore a regular blue one. Like she
Really?
tried it out
Okay.
in front of me and everything. So
Okay.
Was she the one in your class?
The blue ones are adult size.
Okay.
None of them are teeny like last time.
I didn't get the teeny
They're
ones.
all, like, I worry more that they're gonna fall off the little ones than that they're not gonna fit our big kids, I think. But if I have extra and you need them, you're welcome to. I mean, I have teenagers, but they're not like big.
So is everyone kind of excited about how big their classes are getting? Yes? Okay.
Last year,
How are-
Lisa had
how's- I haven't
2
heard from you.
upsuits, and she had to turn it. the
Really?
other cheek.
Like Provo is,
Getting there. I don't have as many as Orem, but I'm sure it's going to be.
Orem has more than Provo?
Provo just started coming in. I feel like on the website.
And most of them are returning students.
Are the Blackburns coming to Provo or Orem?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, did they
You get them
switch?
no matter what?
It's over
fine.
here, Nancy. It's right there by your purse.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
I was very surprised to see that West Valley almost had.
That was what?
Valley?
West Valley?
Yeah,
That's brand new territory, you guys. That's amazing.
I know. I got chills from Peach Jar and from people that
And
are
from
transferring.
Yeah. Taylorsville does not have it, but it's okay.
I know, we're there,
Okay,
right? We're over.
so this is the scoop, you guys. Those of you that don't have to pay Peach Jar, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So you guys were the lucky ones before because we have to pay a district fee and a Peach Jar fee. And last year we didn't get Squatorama from it. Raise your hand if you think more parents are looking at Peach Jar this year.
What do you notice they write in how did you hear about us?
Peach Jar.
Or flyer from
School
Peach
flyer.
Jar.
School
Yeah,
flyer.
flyer or email.
Flyer
You also
for
say email from you.
Cottonwood, then
School.
that
Yeah.
means Peach
I hear a lot
Jar.
of schools, so
Yeah.
that's it.
Flyer from school. or
I
email
will
from
say
school.
that like Peach Jar just started doing this thing where it'll tell you how many people they sent your email to, how many people opened it, and then how many people clicked and went to your website. And the biggest Peach Jar response was Granite District, surprisingly enough. Which surprises me a lot.
That's kind of cool that it.
So
Yeah,
I'm
it
hoping
tells
that
us
Logan will go to that
Has Granite been
system,
doing it longer?
which it's worth the money. It's worth the money. And quite very possibly, Nebo would also do that because they're all, I mean, it's a way for the district to make money. And they're all saying, I mean, last year, Jessica's
meet
schools
together.
let Logan put in, tell everyone what your district just said.
Well, last year they let them do it, but this year apparently they had a meeting a couple weeks prior to us going in at the school district about we can't let anything go home with the kids that's
Nothing.
not school related, nothing whatsoever. So
So every school they went to, they said, nope, nope, because it was all real fresh in their mind. That's why I'm hoping your district,
My brother
over 60 flyers to his junior high today.
Over what?
Over his junior high today.
How many?
Over 60 flyers. And he just handed
60?
out to all of his friends. I even got 2 phone calls over sitting here, so it's like,
Yay.
Okay,
siblings.
hit, tell him to bring it to the whole junior high, not just his class. Like,
And Lori Butterfield is the guru of walking the streets. What did she
In a
do?
good way.
It's gonna my mom.
See how awesome it is when people interrupt?
She said walking the streets.
Oh.
Melody said in a good way. But she put them on a rubber band.
She put them on, yeah, 'cause you don't want to tape them to the door, because that will make people mad, 'cause it pulls paint off their door. So you have to staple a rubber band to the flyer and go put it on the door. I know she did
But
it,
you could do that as
she
you
did
were
it to get
walking.
summer
I
camps.
did it in Harriman the first year I started in Harriman. Because I
How does she
wasn't-
figure out where to go? Like, I wouldn't be able to find my way from one
Yeah,
She
but
took
she
weeks at a
printed-
time and just,
She printed little neighborhood maps off the internet.
it's
Just
just,
MapQuest, you
I need an
zoom
app.
it in and
Take me from
did
house.
she get home yesterday?
yes, no, Sunday night. Picked her up.
Okay, so you can call her now, because she's back to work. I know, I saw her on the internet all day, so I know she's back
Yeah,
to
yeah.
work. So you can call her and say, could you go to 2 schools with me?
Oh yeah, she'd be happy to do it. She's really nice.
She's very nice. Okay, any other questions, comments? You guys, just remember one thing, please, please, please. You're not done getting new students. You're gonna continue getting new students.
Talk
Okay?
about if you have a small class, encouraging them to bring a friend. Talk about that.
Okay, so I have a stack of flyers ready to give to my Thursday kids, because my Thursday classes, ugh, really bad numbers. And so I have flyers ready to give every kid 10 to bring to their friends. I have a treasure chest full of big candies. I didn't get chocolate because they'll melt in my car, but I did get Sweet Tarts and Chewies and all those big Walmart 99-cent candies. And I'm gonna open that treasure chest and say, you bring a friend next week and you get your pick, you get your pick. Honestly, we've tried $5, we've tried $10. I think candy works better than any of them. It's just sad because some kids that I'm gonna have to give on Thursday a candy bar, the other kids are gonna cry a little bit. And I'm just gonna have to slap them a little bit and say, get over it, bring a friend. That happened last year to me for the first time ever.
Oh, wow. So they cried?
Yeah, they're like, why did she get a candy bar? Why did she get candy? It was
Because you don't have any
upswing.
friends.
That's exactly what I said. So you guys, you can continue taking friends, you can, and also I talk to the parents. Parents, I just want you to know this is our first year in Logan. And this is our first time in this new day in Logan. We're trying to get the word out. Will you please help me by spreading the word to your friends? Here's some flyers. And parents are going to be happy to do that.
Oh, yeah.
They want to help you fill your classes. So bring your flyers, I promise. You guys are going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to build it. How many years does it take to build a business? You're going to build it. I promise.
How many of us have taught classes with 2 kids in it? Like seriously, we've all been there.
How many of you learned to drink after that class? I mean, it's painful. There's no doubt about it. If you have 2 or 3 kids in the class, it's going to be painful. But you're going to make it fun. You've done it.
Yeah, more than once.
And you're all the time. And you're going to make it fun, and you're going to go home, and no one will understand why you're so exhausted, whether you have 40 kids or 3 kids. Teaching for 3 hours is the hardest thing you'll ever do. You just don't even realize how much energy it takes to get them all excited. But that's what you're going to do until your class is full. And then you're just going to be a real shit the rest of the time.
That's my plan.
No, you're teaching on Tuesday. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Melody, I just wanted to ask, was it hard to teach in here?
Yeah, I don't like teaching at this place. I'm gonna find another place.
But you,
next
for
year,
some
but-
reason, you were able to keep your voice very low, which I
That's
was like,
the
how
thing.
did she do that? Because in West Valley, the room is just like this, and I will always be.
I have found that if I get louder, they get louder, and then you can't hear. But like if I get quiet,
And
then
even
the
your
room will
music
get
was
quiet.
quiet too.
And did we all do a good job? of
You
being
guys did.
Considerate and not
The
talking
parents not
over
so
each
much.
other.
No, the
But
parents
That's
guys
right,
were
so you
great.
had a lot of extra stuff with registration,
Yeah.
so maybe once that's over, it won't be quite so noisy.
Like my upper class was great. Don't you guys think? Like when everybody else was gone.
Well, what was that? Was there people talking in there you went to see? Because I could hear them coming over the rafters. It was very, very loud during your upper class.
Oh, I thought my upper class
It was
felt
probably
great.
the choir arriving.
Yeah.
But
Is Aria coming?
Yeah, till like 5:30, and then Alex can pick her up.
Oh, that'll be good. Okay.
the other thing is when you whisper sometimes, people really listen. If you change your voice sometimes. So really, if you start really low, and then really, they will pay attention more if you keep your voice low sometimes. So that was really, really, really great. Anybody?
What's a polite way of telling your parents that there's not enough room for them in your classroom?
No chairs. Sign on the door.
advance.
Sign on the
Yeah,
door.
sign on the door, just.
None?
Well, they're really, I have a nice closed classroom, which is, it's great, and I think that they can probably look through the windows, or I can leave the doors open or something, but there's really not a
Against
lot
the
of
wall.
extra space for them.
Right there on that,
Definitely not little kids.
that questions, that registration.
I know
table
you don't want any
questions.
little kids,
Not
but
even the babies, like.
I
there's
know,
not
but
much.
is there room for a one against the wall? I really,
Alyssa, I have had a room before where I had to put the chairs outside the room.
Okay.
And I've
Right
sent home an
outside.
email
That's what I was
saying that they're
thinking,
welcome
too.
to sit outside the door and watch. There's just no room in the immediate. I mean, I've had to do that with one of my rooms. I'm sorry, there's no room in the room, but you're welcome to sit
lot of
outside the door
classes
and
do
watch.
So
What's
like
wrong
in
with
the
what's
email-
wrong with that? Why do you think it's so important?
because when a parent says, do we have to stay, or do you want us to stay? I always say, you are always welcome to stay, but you never have to stay.
Yeah, but that's nice
Be-
because you have room for it.
But I really feel that people that say there is no room in the classroom are trying to
Turns people off.
hide something. It makes me uncomfortable as a parent that I can't watch. And that's the big thing with those schools that have those.
The dance studios, right?
Yeah, because to me, if someone tells me I can't be in the classroom, it is a parent, it becomes very,
Maybe if you really don't have room, maybe if someone asks, you could say, I just don't have room in the classroom for everyone to come every week or stay and watch every week, but if you would like to come and visit a time or two, I can make space
Is your room
for you."
small?
Should always
I
leave
feel
the door
like if
open
rooms
so that
are
people
small,
can get in
parent-
if they want to.
Get it?